Yo, how is it going, you guys? PizzaGizzard here. Welcome back to another video. So today is definitely something I've never done before, and it is a story of my life. So this allows you guys to know more about me, and I also have some sweet Skyward's gameplay in the background. I actually won 3 games in a row, surprisingly. I was not expecting that at all, but I did end up winning those 3 games. But yeah, that's not important. You can just watch that. So let's talk about the time, as it's on the title, that I could have almost died. So yeah, it's pretty interesting story. It's not like I fell or got stitches in the head and I could have bled out. Nothing like that. It was more like a kind of like a situation that if I was there in a certain spot, I could have died, but I didn't die, which is good. And some of you might think that no way I could have died, and some people might think, oh yeah, you could have died. But that's up to you guys, whatever you guys think. So let's get right into the story. So basically what I'm talking about is the time I died, obviously. So let's set the time. So the time is around when I was 7 to 9 years old. So 2nd to 4th grade. And I used to go to hockey games all the time. Now I don't really do that anymore, so I'm not going to tell you the hockey team, because I don't want to disclose the location or anything. Yeah, that's pretty much why I'm not going to tell you guys the hockey team, because it also doesn't really matter. So, we're going to the hockey game, we finally find a parking spot, and this hockey arena happens to be kind of like in a mall, area. I think they all are kind of, I'm not 100% sure, I've never really even been to this one hockey rink before, so we're in the mall, and we park, and it's like an outdoor mall kind of thing, and we're walking, and my mom's like, okay, I just need to get something out from the trunk. Why don't you go over back to the arena, because usually there's this ice skating thing there, and I would like to do it one time, but I actually never ever got to do it, but that's the reason I went by myself. It's only across the street, you know, it's nothing major, not even a busy street, not even a busy parking lot, so we go across the street, right, and I see these group of guys, and they're all kind of like, you know, messing around like, hey dude, like that. Kind of like, you know, pushing each other around a little bit. Nothing, like, too alarming. So, personally, like, my personality is I don't really like to interact with people a lot. I'm kind of, I guess you could say, shy. But I don't really like to interact with a lot of people. The only reason I like doing YouTube, probably thinking like, well, you talk to in front of 78 people on YouTube. And yes and no. I mean, I'm not talking to you. I'm basically talking to my computer anyway. So if you're wondering why I'm not shy on YouTube, it's because I'm not even talking to anybody. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, back to the story. Getting so off topic, but so my personality is I don't really like to interact with people. So they were right there, and what I did was I went. They were on the left side, and I was like on the middle, and I was gonna go on the left side, but then I was like, okay, I'm going right. So, I went on the right side, obviously, because I didn't want to interact with people, and then, right when I set foot on the right sidewalk, I hear, boom, and then, boom, like, Conor McGregor, and then, boom, Ronda Rousey, like, the group of guys, 2 of the guys just started fighting each other, like, crazy fight, like, killing, like, for blood fight. It was crazy. I was like, oh my, like World Star, I don't even think World Star was invented at the time, but it was crazy, like, it was like World Star stuff that you'd see today. It was crazy, but at the time, you know, there wasn't a lot of fights, fights weren't a very common thing, like now it's all over the web, like fights and stuff like that, all the time on the internet, so this was pretty serious, and the funniest thing, this is the funny part right here. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching these guys beat each other, I'm like scared. Like I could have been in the middle of the fight, but then all of a sudden I hear, brrr, and then this police officer, this security mall cop guy, like, you know, Paul Blart mall cop kind of guy, in a golf cart, just slams on the brakes all of a sudden. Okay, guys, he literally had a box of donuts right next to him. He slams on the brakes, the blocks of donuts fly forward, he tries to save his donuts, but he fails. It was crazy. I was like, well, first I was like, okay, they're fighting each other, and then later I realized, hey, that police officer just tried to save his donuts. I mean, seriously, these guys are trying to kill each other, and he's trying to save his donuts. But he was red-handed, like, trying to save his donuts, but then he was like, he pushed him back, they fell on the ground anyway, he got out, and he just took out his yellow gun, and he went, zzz, zzz, and boom, most of the guys were just on the ground, and they were unconscious. They were like, It was crazy, guys. It was absolutely crazy. I've never, ever experienced anything like that before. So, it was kind of scary for me at the time. I mean, what I say, well, at the time I could have almost died, was that I could have been in the middle of the fight, and when you're only like 7 or 9, you're not very big, and you get punched in the head by a grown man, then, you know, it's gonna hurt a lot, probably. So, that's why I could say I could almost died. And also, at the time, apparently, obviously they didn't, but they could have had knives on them. They could have, like, you know, stabbed me if they're trying to stab each other to death or something. But yeah, that was that. It was pretty crazy. But it's kind of funny now if I think back to it. It's funny because of the police officer guy, the mall cop trying to save his donuts. That was like the only funny part, guys. So anyway, that's it for my story. If you enjoyed and you want to hear more stories, make sure you just comment below. Just comment like more stories or something. Also, at the moment we have 78 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. This is absolutely amazing. Let's get to 100 before the end of the year. It's the goal. I bet you guys can do it because I know you guys can. So 100 by the end of the year. That'd be epic and amazing, and let's just try to get farther and farther and grow on YouTube, and hopefully one day hit 30,000 subs so we can get that white T rank on iPixel. That would be lit. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
But my